Hi, I'm Courtney. Welcome to our garden where today I'm going to show you a much longer lasting alternative to wooden raised garden beds. These are really easy and quick to assemble, allowing you to get out there and start growing pretty much immediately. I really think you're going to love this. I'm really passionate about inspiring you guys and growing your own food. And I'm also grateful for Garden in Minutes for sponsoring this post because it gives me an opportunity to share with you guys a really versatile and efficient option to help you reach your long-term food growing goals. I'm also really thankful for the opportunity to start rebuilding my garden here that is literally falling apart. And I can't wait to share that journey with you. Before we get deeper into this video, I wanted to do a quick walk through the garden to show you what things look like going into spring. These raised beds, there are 28 of them. These raised beds were built in 2019, so we are going into the 5th season with these. And they were built with untreated pine. And this is the second location I've lived in with untreated wooden raised beds. And starting at around year 4, they start to have issues with rotting and they really need repairs or to be completely rebuilt. Honestly, it was kind of a tough winter, and I don't go into my personal life much on this channel because I want to stay with gardening tips and gardening inspiration just because there are so many benefits that come along with gardening, especially it's just so therapeutic and healthy. So that's really what's motivating me getting going this spring after a tough winter. Last fall, I did not spend the money to put cover crops down in these beds, which I usually do every year, but I've figured out that it's really unnecessary to do that every single year as long as you mulch really well and you add compost every time you plant. So what I did was I pretty much let the late summer and fall weeds go dormant for the winter and die, and I kind of used those as cover crops. Either that or I left mulch on top of the beds because anything is better than bare soil through the winter. So now that it's spring, I'm basically just, hand pulling weeds to prepare the beds, and then of course I'll add compost before I plant. But you can just see, the shape that these beds are in here. It's not good. But yeah, it's been a lot of work to prepare these beds for the past couple of weeks because we've been just tearing out lots of Bermuda grass. I'm fortunate that the kids enjoy being out here and helping with the work because they just enjoy the process and they enjoy the food. So I'm not out here completely by myself doing this. Given the fact that I'm not planning on rebuilding any of these raised beds because as a single mom, that's just a lot of work and a lot of time that I do not have. It could not have been better timing for Garden in Minutes to contact me and offer me the opportunity to try out one of their metal raised bed bundles, which I'm super excited to show you guys because it is an amazing alternative to wooden raised beds because they last a lot longer. And I'm really excited about the watering grid too, which I will show you later. But I also found out that you can disassemble the raised beds and move them. So that's what I'm planning on doing when we pick up and move. I'm going to bring that garden bed with me, and so let's open up these boxes and get this garden bed built. Behind me is the kind of temporary spot that this garden bed is going to sit, and I'm planning on growing there obviously through this season and then until we move. But I chose it because it's a nice flat spot and there's also no Bermuda grass, or at least less Bermuda grass. So I just mowed the weeds down so that I'd have a nice flat spot to work with as I am building this. So this is the box right here. It says that you can assemble this bed in 30 minutes or less. And I believe if you are entirely focused, I'm sure you can accomplish that. But I always get interrupted like 95 times. So I know it's going to take me longer than 30 minutes. But we shall see, because it is kind of getting dark. It's evening right now. I wanted to put this together without the glaring sun on top of us, but anyways, let's open this up and see what is inside. These are the metal panels, and they come with a plastic coating, it looks like, that needs to be removed. I think I'm going to ask one of the kids to help me remove this just to make this go a little bit quicker, and then I will join you again. So it took a little bit more time to remove the plastic than I thought, but I just relaxed and removed it. And we're not going to count that in the 30 minutes of assembly time because it took a little bit of time. But these are the different configuration options. There are 17 different ones, which is awesome. We're going to be doing this 4x8 one right here. Actually, it's a little bit less. It's 47 inches by 89 inches, but the instructions are very clear. And here's the little screwdriver that came along in the package. I suppose you could use your own if you wanted to, but all you do is you line all of the panels up. Definitely wear gloves because it's definitely sharp. But there are screws and washers and nuts, and then you just line everything up. You can see that there are two different sizes of panels, and you assemble them according to the directions and attach everything. And then I brought an egg carton out to keep all of the pieces so that they don't get lost in the grass. But these are the support beams right here. And then this is the protective edging that you put along the top of your garden bed when you're done building it. So all the tools needed come along in the box, which is nice. But yeah, here is our first corner assembled right here. Looks really good. We're going to keep on going. Hopefully we can do this before it gets totally dark. We'll see. 5 minutes later, and we already have one short side and the beginning of one long side. So we are moving along. Definitely save your cardboard because you can line the bottom of your garden bed with that. We finished assembling this last night, and it's the following day because the light is much better. But after removing the plastic coating, it really did take us about 30 minutes to assemble this bed. It was super easy and it is super sturdy. This is one thing I didn't do last night, so I'm doing this today. That's installing the watering grid system here. Here's the valve that turns it on and off. Here are the 4 sections all laid out. There's A, B, B, and C, and they just connect like this. They push together. And one thing I would recommend is heating these up, especially if you're putting them together on a cool day. We're out here in the sun, and it's a little bit difficult to push these on, but I accidentally installed one of the pieces wrong, so I had to go inside and pull it apart, and heating it up with a hairdryer worked. This is the part that attaches your hose. I just turned water on, and you can see how this watering grid will work when this garden bed is all set up. Ah, it's a snake! Actually, this is the protective edging that goes all the way around the top of the garden bed to cover up the sharp spots. It's really easy to install. You just press it down like this. And we're all done. I put cardboard in the bottom, and these are the support beams right here that go across and help support the bed. And yeah, I'm just gonna collect more cardboard. I just have some boxes that I saved inside. I'm just gonna put a couple layers of cardboard. In my next video, I'll show you how I'm gonna fill this garden bed and how I'm gonna get the irrigation system set up, which is a really important part in getting started. I'm gonna add a trellis and grow all kinds of cool stuff in this bed. I included a link in the description below, along with a code offering you 7% off your total purchase from Garden Minutes. It is an affiliate link, which means I'll make a small commission at no extra charge to you if you decide to make a purchase. Your support means a lot to me because it helps me continue to make these videos to inspire others to grow their own food.